Hey, what's up, time for another comic book haul list. This week I got a pretty decent haul, and let's get right into it. So, first I have Original Sin number 8, Original Sin Fantasy 4 tie-in number 8, and it is the arrest of the Thing, because at the end of the last issue, we had the Thing holding the dead body of one of the Fantastic Four's bad guy's, the Puppet Master, I believe. I'm not a big Fantastic Four guy, but he looked pretty dead. And I didn't kill the Puppet Master. He's all like, dead and shit. So, yeah. And next I have Inhumans number 3. This book is amazing. They keep pushing it back for some reason. I don't know why. I'm very excited for this book. I'm excited for the confrontation, the eventual confrontation between Medusa and Lash. So I'm excited for this book. It's really interesting. Justice League Canada variant, but I believe it's called Justice League United. Yeah, just the new Justice League book, and I'm kind of iffy on it. I'm gonna give it this issue. I might drop it, but I like Stargirl and I like Supergirl and I like Martian Manhunter, so I'm gonna try and keep with it, but the rest of them are kind of Batman 34, the first issue out of Zero Year, and the issue before 5 years later, or whatever the heck it's called. I'm not sure what it's about. I guess we'll find out. Captain Marvel number 6. The continuing story of Captain Marvel in space, with her confrontation between the Spartak Empire and Jason. Amazing Spider-Man number 5 Original Sin tie-in as well. The part 2 of this, Peter has just met Silk, the woman that was bit by the same spider he was, and they started making out. And possibly it looks like Electro might be getting a new outfit, and same with Black Cat. Next I have Amazing X-Men number 10. It is part 3 of World War Wendigo, and Wolverine's been turned into a Wendigo because his healing factor is no longer with him, and I guess the Wendigos are trying to go after Colossus and they can't get through his metalness, so it's an interesting story, and I'm not sure how Wolverine's going to continue to play into it since the end of Death of Wolverine's going on, but you never know. Next I have Batman Eternal number 19, the continuing adventures of Batgirl and Red Hood, Batwoman and Red Robin and Bluebird. Well, I guess Harper Row, not Bluebird yet. Did anyone else think that Bluebird kind of looks like that guy from the Stormwatch? I can't remember. He's in Future's End. He has that weird mask going on, like a paper piece of cloth goes over his face. The Bluebird's using that exact same thing, but it's blue. Anyway, rant over. I'm really excited. I'm very, very impressed with Batman Eternal. It's very fluid and it's very entertaining. I hear that from other people, Future's End, the other weekly book that is going on, isn't as good as this. So I'm glad I picked up this and not Future's End. Next I have Green Lantern Corps number 34 and the grievingness that is John Stewart and Fatality. I think her name is Fatality, or she's the Love Lantern that the bad guy was trained to be. He's looking for her. Oh, next I have Harley Quinn number 9. I believe this is a new arc after the assassination arc. I'm really enjoying this book. It's very funny, lighthearted, and just all around good fun to read. I'm very, very, very impressed with this book. Next I have Thunderbolts number 29, and it is Thunderbolt versus the Punishers number 3. I think this is actually the last arc of Thunderbolts, because if you read the last issue, there are some deaths, and I guess Ghost Rider is going to help Punisher take the rest of the Thunderbolts out. And maybe even Deadpool, you never know. Suicide Squad number 2, all new Suicide Squad number 2. And I'm kind of iffy on this book. I picked it up because I like Harley and I like Deadshot. I'm not entirely sold on Deathstroke and Joker's daughter, but I also kind of like Manta. So I'll give this one more issue after this, and if I don't like it, it's dropped. Next I have Nova Special number 1, No End in Sight number 3. This is kind of a weird story, but it's kind of interesting, so that's why I picked up the last issue. Yeah, that's about it. And next I have Original Sin number 7 of 8. It is the penultimate issue of Original Sin. This is probably one of the best events that's been going on in Marvel since I've been reading comics. And I'm very excited to see this, and I'm very excited to see how it ends. So, yeah. And what do I have left? And next I have X-Men number 18. We get the fallout of Bloodlines, and apparently they're in space. I don't know why they're in space, but we'll find out why they're in space in this episode, this issue. And finally, Nightcrawler number 5. I guess he's pretending he's turning out to be a professor at the Xavier School for Higher Learning, Jean Grey School for Higher Learning, sorry. And they're throwing shit at him. I'm not sure. Anyway, I guess Nightcrawler doesn't know how to be a teacher, and he's going to be trying to be a teacher. That's all the comic books I have this week. That was a really big pull list. If there's any comics you want me to review from that pull list, shoot me in the comment section down below. Tell me also what you got this week in your pull list. I'm always interested in hearing what you want, what you are pulling. And finally, if you want any of those Marvel comic books, I give the codes on Twitter. Follow me at the CB Addict, and that's about it. I will see you next time on the Comic Book Addict. Bye bye.